over the last 12 years, I've been engineering systems that solve high-stakes operational pain for scaling businesses. My career spans custom app development, middleware architecture, complex API integrations, and robust process automation. My journey started back in 2010 at ShoreCloud. When I was a junior developer, I was the primary tester for features built by a third-party software development team. Back then, I did not know how to build modules myself, and I learned how the senior developers built them by reviewing the file changes in GitHub. Then I tested the features after they were deployed, and this testing foundation was critical because it taught me how systems break, how data leaks, and how to spot edge cases before they hit production. Within 2 years, I was building custom Drupal modules myself, and eventually I took over the development projects and I mentored ShoreCloud's engineering team. After this, I worked closely with Tom Baker, the CTO of Medimix International and the main customer of ShoreCloud, and I was asked to build their online data intake platform. This was built on top of Lime Survey, which is a platform we use to build online surveys. I built all the initial surveys for the business. I mapped the custom fields as well. And eventually, these became the templates that Medimix is using now to build questionnaires for their business. I also built the middleware that connects Lime with our website, the middleware that sends the data from Lime Survey to their Medimix panel, and the middleware that sends the data from the panel to their custom reporting system, which was Dundas and Tableau, I believe. After this, I took on more independent roles and projects in Upwork, mostly focused on specific client problems and pains. And I worked with every client to understand their specific needs, and I propose solutions that can help them. My portfolio in Upwork was built primarily on solutions that I've built for them and the tools I've used along the way. One example is Ignite Purpose. I met their CEO, Christina Foxwell, who used SciSpace to generate a detailed implementation guide based on what she wanted to do with her business. And she told me that they wanted to build their own assessment platform, but they were not tech savvy enough to follow the detailed implementation plan. So she sent it to me, and after going through the requirements, and I delivered the work that other freelancers promised her 3 months to build. Another example is Junk Car Boys. I started the engagement with its CEO, Andrew Han, who back in 2002 was having trouble getting SMS delivered to his customers. I diagnosed the problem by going through his Twilio logs and identified that his messages were getting blocked and his phone numbers were getting flagged by carriers and spam senders. I addressed the problem by reviewing his send volume and built a message queue for him and utilized a number pool that distributed the SMS evenly. And I also created a custom dashboard for monitoring. And with this, we were able to monitor the daily pending SMS and the actual ones that were sent. And we were able to monitor if there were any errors during the actual send. And once we implemented this one, he didn't have any errors anymore, and he was able to send SMS reliably to his customers. We also built the integrations for Zoho CRM, which is what he was using for managing his customers. We built scripts in using Deluge scripting to send SMS from Zoho to Twilio via Twilio. As soon as incoming SMS come into Zoho, we integrated OpenAI so that automatic responses are generated for whatever the customer sent, and it gets sent back to the customer in any stage of his pipeline. So I've been working with more than 20 clients like Andrew and Christina using the similar tools, but always a unique pain for every customer over the last 12 years. So as for how AI has changed the way I work, it's similar to what happened when Airtable and Zapier and N8N and Mate came into the picture. When Airtable came to the picture, clients prefer to use it over custom built apps because it allowed the customers to have direct access to their data. They can filter the data there and they can build custom reports themselves without asking a developer to build it for them. But I took that opportunity to build custom apps faster. And because of my background with scripting, I was able to also build automations using Airtable scripts. So I focus primarily on those projects that are more complex. An example of that would be building an inspection record, for example, that has a lot of inspection points. Um, the automation that was built for that was depending on the category that you would select for a specific category, for example, has more than 100 inspection points. Those inspection points will be automatically created and associated with the inspection record that you are building. And of course, if you remove those categories, the inspection points are also removed. Another example would be an automated check of invoice line items and checking the total balance against an actual payment record that also comes in through Airtable. So basically that allows the user to make sure that the line items are properly encoded and nothing is mismatched before proceeding with this next step and basically proceeding with accounting. Okay? Similarly, when Zapier and N8N came to the picture, people started building automations themselves. But I took that opportunity to work on those complex workflows that are beyond the capabilities of Zapier, N8N, and Make, especially those that don't have built-in integrations with those platforms, and those workflows that require high focus and deep accuracy, like automations in Zero and QuickBooks. So that's the opportunity I found there. Now with AI agents, I uh, I know that people now try to use work to build software themselves, and at first this was a big drawback because there were less clients, of course. But what I've seen is that when people non-technical users try to just say yes to everything that Claude gives you, you often don't get the result that you want. So, and AI tends to hallucinate. So, there, if you come across a prompt that you don't really understand, there's a big chance that you're not going to get the result that you want as well. So I leverage my experience in building those for clients, and I use AI these days, especially AI agents like Quad Cowork, to work faster.